If your name is not George Knightley, you may watch this video, but I do not need your help. If your name is George Knightley, please go ahead and write your answer into a web page and send me the link to that web page on text. Thank you. Okay, now we're gonna get into it. This is the explanation of set. This is important. This is the question I have to ask. If you already know how to play set, you can skip to the point in the video that I'm going to link right now. If not, here's my very quick explanation of set. You might want to look up more. In set, you have a grid of 3x4 of cards. These cards can be 3 different colors: purple, red, green. They can be 3 different shapes: diamond, circle, squiggly. They can be 3 different shades: unshaded, unshaded, midway shaded, and fully shaded. And they can be 3 numbers: 1, 2, or 3. To make a set, you must find 3 pairs of 3 cards that work together in that they are all the same for each category or all different. So here's an example. Here's an easy to look up. You have these 3, right? They're all diamonds, they're all purple, they're all halfway shaded, and they're all different numbers: 1, 2, 3. On the other hand, we have something like this. Maybe a little bit harder to see, but you can see they're all purple, but everything else is all different, right? They're different shapes, different shadings, and different numbers. And then, the hardest one, everything different. This is still a set, even though it looks weird, because every single attribute of each card is different. Okay, that's our explanation of set done. On to the main thing. So I was playing set the other day, and sometimes when you're in a group of 12 cards, you can't find any sets. And that happens rarely, but in that case, you place 3 more cards. So I was placing 3 more cards off to the side, on this side, and I was looking for 2 minutes. Usually I'm pretty good at finding a set, but after 2 minutes, I couldn't find a single set out of the 15 cards. So I was like, that got me to thinking. I thought 15 cards was guaranteed, but I don't think it's guaranteed. And I was like, what is the math of not having a set? How likely is it to not have a set with 15 cards? And if it's 15 cards, what about 16 cards? What's the limit of cards that I can have without having a set? On the other hand, not on the other hand, one of my friends was looking at it and found the set. There was a set in 15 cards, so I was proven wrong on that one, but it kind of let me down this rabbit hole. And I did a lot of math. I had these 3 pages filled out. They're gonna be hard to see on video, so I'm gonna take scans of them and put them up over there. I'm gonna put scans of them over there so you can see what each one as I'm explaining it. But I'm gonna go a little bit through my process of how I was trying to figure out the probability and why I need your help, / why I'm confused about it, why it's not working out in the way that I wanted to or expected. So on page 1 here, I started by just thinking about having all the cards out and matching them together, because I know the nice thing about set is with any 2 cards, there'll be exactly 1 card in the deck that completes its set. Actually, let me pull up this real quick. I'm jumping around a little bit, but I made this website to visualize it. Let's see, it's a little bit. Yeah, you can kind of see here. You can access it isaacmonheit.com/set.html. And the way this website works is it visualizes all the possible 81 cards in set. And when you click on one, it goes golden, but when you click on 2, it blocks out the one that completes its set. So we can mess around with clicking a couple and seeing, oh, all of these are now banished because I've clicked these 2. Right? Lots of different options of what to click. You can kind of figure out like patterns here. So please use this as your tool to solve it. I just made it and I don't know. I'm already learning a couple things, which I'll explain in a second. Basically, the original thought for me was that I just kind of do some weird like repeating shit where I take 2 cards and I check the rest of them to see if there's any sets there, and then I take the next 2 cards and I check to see if there's any sets there, and I say, what are the chances that like these other let's do it with 12. What are the chances that if I take 2, the other 10 cards will contain the card that will be in its set? But it's too, I realized after some like addition and figuring out and testing things that like when I calculated it, when I generalized and calculated it, I got at 12 cards that I would only get a set. At 12 cards, I would only get a set every half the time, which is not true. I get a set like basically every time. So I knew my math was wrong there, but I was getting to the point of it, which is like kind of this like continuous series, like 78 over 79 times 77 over 78, like that type of thing was getting me towards the right spot of like, for each card, what do I need? What are the chances of each card? And I was thinking about it again. I slept on it and I came back, and that's kind of page 3 here. And page 3 is like my best work yet. I realized instead of taking all the cards at once, you imagine each card coming out individually, right? So you start with 2, no sets can be possible with 2. Then when you place the 3rd card, you say, okay, what is the chance of that 3rd card being a set with any of the previous cards? And for this one, it's 78 79ths. That's the chance of it, sorry, I'm interested in the chance of it not being a set. So 78 79ths. Though maybe tell me, is it better to look for sets than go the opposite? For me, it made more sense to look for non-sets, because you can kind of like, you can multiply them together, because you can say, okay, I'm checking for 3, and then I'm going to check for 4. And when I place this card, does this make a set with any of the 2 pairs here? And so that's like the chance for 4. So I take, like for 4 cards, I say, what is the probability of 3 cards, the first 3 being a set, and then add the 4th, what is the probability of this new card addition creating a set in some way? Same with 5th, same with 6th, and it becomes this kind of generalized equation where there's like, the more cards I place, the like exponentially more options there are for sets, which makes sense, right? When the combo is 3, any 3, adding a single card creates so many new combos. So I started doing the math for this, and this is like the backside of page 3. I got to the math that said, once I get to 14 cards, physically there cannot be any non-set options. Or any like full non-set boards. Like you have to like, that board has to contain the set. And so I was testing that. I was like, sorry if I'm moving fast here. I think the detailed explanation is not as helpful than the vibe of it, because I kind of want to think outside the box. I'm wrong in this thinking, and I'm just about to get to why, or what I think why. And I want, ideally you would continue from there and not be bogged down by the way I was thinking about it. Though I do think it's helpful for me to kind of like lightly explain that. I got that this was like a capped set because I was like multiplying by a bunch of things, and then I got to the negatives, and I was like, okay, well, it's probably not negative, but it's probably capped at 0. So if I multiply by 0, there's just a 0% chance of any of like that set not existing. 0% chance of the set not existing. Then I tested it. I physically brute force. I grabbed cards that I thought would make like for easy non-sets. So I grabbed something like around like, I said only reds and greens, and I took like this. I took this. These are examples, maybe not actually, but I think it was it was 12 cards, or maybe it was 16 cards. And it was all reds and greens. And it's not perfect here. Maybe 6 of each. And then I looked through and I said, what other cards can like work in this situation? I tried to brute force, maybe I missed something, but I got to, this is not maybe a great example. Yeah, because I was able to incorporate reds, greens, and purples and create 17 cards together that didn't make a single set. And before I even found that the 17 cards there, I said, I checked the 12 card patterns and I found 21 extra cards that could have been added to not complete any sets, which was way more than I thought would be. Right? I thought that at 12, there would only be 3 cards total that would complete the set. That would not complete the set. So this was like already throwing me way off. And this is what I just realized recently that I think requires the most attention and is the reason why I'm doing it. Is not all combinations of cards are created equal. And let me explain that the way that I understand it. When I click all these red cards in the order here, or like this, and I pick out these 8 cards, 16 cards, there are no other options to play. But these are really nicely like oriented cards. If I start to like throw in something different, we do it. Usually it helps if I literally just do it at random. I pick cards that are like further apart from each other. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 cards. Right? So because I've selected more dispersed cards, I now have 18 that can come together and not make a set. The way I originally thought about it was that there had to be a limit, and that limit could always be achievable from any position. For some reason, it made sense to me that everything, like there's 3 of each type, so why would there be difference in the way that the collections can be created? But there just are, and I don't know why there are, and what helps create that difference, right? I know that's why I'm kind of interested in this format, because you can visualize it spatially, right? Like, why does this only have 16? These are very close together. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe if I go like this, I just click something like that. Like, this is 17. Why is that 17? Why is the other one 16? I don't know. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. I don't really have much else to say. The answer, sorry, I guess what I want is a generalized equation for any number of cards that will tell me the likelihood that those cards will contain a set. And now that I'm saying it, I'm realizing there might just not be a generalized equation, because depending on what the cards are, this might be impossible. Okay, if this is impossible, then tell me why it's impossible. If it's impossible to generalize for the cards, if it's like, oh shit, like there's just no way, then let me know. I don't know why. Maybe you can figure out. I want to understand this thing. It's the main thing. I just want to understand. This game is a game that's clicked for me so much, and I really love it, and I want to know why I like it so much, and so I'm diving deeper into it, and I need help with that. Okay, wrapping this up. If your name is not George Knightley and you watched this video, congrats. I have no idea how you sat through that whole thing. Here's some like ocean breeze, like waves for you. I hope you have a peaceful life and you enjoyed something, and maybe you'll figure it out, and you could comment the website on the comments and let me know if you found it. And maybe I'll find it by then. If I find the answer, I'll put it in the comments, I'll put it in the description. Otherwise, George, I'm not gonna send this to you, so I hope you just see it on your feed. That's like the whole point. I think it'd be kind of funny for this to just appear on your feed and be like, George Knightley, I need your help, and you're like, wait, that's me, he's looking for my help. So that was kind of my goal with that. And if you never see it, you know you never see it, and I never get help with this stuff. And that's just how the way cookie crumb, that's just how I'm done. Okay.